Welcome to the game show.
It's sometimes other stuff.
That's right. Today we have some exciting topics like we're going to talk about the Nintendo Switch reveal, where we're going to be playing Legend of Zelda, and Gabe Newell's talking about new games. Oh my god, Valve's working on games.
That's a 3.
That's really cool. That's not what it is. It's not what it is.
Nope.
So this show is all about what's going on in the gaming world, what's going on in the entertainment world, and you can check it out every week on youtube.com/the Destin channel. This is my good friend Mark Medina.
What up?
Mark, today, let's get right into it. Talk about the Switch reveal. What are your overall thoughts? I am stoked. I pre-ordered immediately. What did you think?
Okay, so as far as the conference goes, the conference was a bad conference.
More themed costumes. Themed costumes for everybody.
The conference, it's tough. It was a Japanese conference, so they're much different than what we're used to.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because they're just structured differently. It's for one, it's translated.
Because it was in Japanese.
That's what I mean. Well, no, I mean it's just. I mean it's like this. It's like saying it's like Doctor Who is a British show. It's just different than American, you know? Okay. Or what's his name? Chef Gordon Ramsay. He has like versions of, and they're just different, you know? And so the conferences are just, there's less flair. There's less pizzazz. It's more about the developers.
Costumes.
They all wear costumes.
They had a couch for 15 seconds.
You get the guy and he's like, Splatoon 2! And like, just funny stuff that Americans wouldn't do.
I absolutely loved the conference.
You loved it.
Because it was comedically bad.
It was very bad.
Like the dude with the Splatoolies.
Yeah, with the things. I made a gif of that guy going, huh, huh. Yeah.
He cracked me up. I love the fact that they had that white couch on there, and the dude's like, and you can ease the tension on your shoulders. And he did it
you can lay down and do all this weird stuff. Yeah.
He did it for like 15 seconds, and it absolutely cracked me up.
What about the translator guy? That sounded like he was having a stroke halfway through.
No, it's because he lost track of where Suda was, and then he's like, "And I'm Suda. Thank you very much. Goodbye."
and then there's a new listing for that job up today.
Oh, really?
And you're like, oh no.
Really?
Yeah, that is 100% true.
Oh my god!
It's like they're looking for a new English job. I was like, oh no. Yeah, Nintendo does
that poor guy.
Really weird stuff like. They should have saved it for Treehouse. You know, they know that they're going to have 4 hours of Treehouse time. This is your hour. This is your elevator pitch to sell Switch. Talking about...
This is one of their best conferences in years, in my opinion.
Well, because they had something to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just focused on weird stuff. They shouldn't have focused so much time on ARMS. And even though ARMS looks cool and 1-2 Switch. But as far as like what was announced, I thought it was cool. So, like, at work, you know, we're all just, like, at our computers, just, like, covering this thing. But then we have a big screen TV that is, like, playing the conference. That's what all the news people are watching. And so normally I got headphones on, whatever. But when they're doing that whole thing with Reggie asking, like, Miyamoto, like, hey, so when's Zelda coming out? And they're like, you know, he, like, asked this guy. And then they show the trailer. Like, that was a moment where, like, everybody that was hunched down, headphones on, took their headphones off because we're seeing it like 15 seconds late.
Yeah.
And we all just like took our headphones off and we all just like went over to this part of the office that like gathered around and watched this thing because it's like you knew the Zelda trailer was going to end with the release date. Yeah. You wanted to be able to react with everybody else. And I was like, that was a really cool moment where everybody was just like, it was no longer about work. It was more about, you know, Nintendo magic, basically.
That trailer was awesome.
It was so good. Yeah. It went on, and that's because they knew they were going to end with that March 3rd release date, and so they made you work for it.
I didn't even make the connection until later, but it's voiced, which means you're going to get voice acting for the first time.
Except for Link,
but that's fine to me.
Fine.
I'm really, really stoked for Zelda. That's the reason I bought my Switch. That is like my PS4 is my Destiny box, and yes, I play on Xbox a little bit, but primarily it's PS4 and Destiny, because that's where I invested most of my time. Legend of Zelda on my Switch, that's where I'm going to be playing. This game looks fantastic.
Well, so do you own a Wii U?
I'm excited about ARMS. You said you
No.
ARMS that much.
I felt like they spent too much time on the conference talking about, because they kept doing this thing where it was like, here's a game announcement, and now we're gonna show it being played. And I'm like, don't spend so much time on FIFA. Like, just keep it going.
My Twitter's always like a plethora of jokes during these conferences, because like I just find stuff to joke about and make fun of it. One thing though, Mark, we actually got early access to one of the games, and we're going to show it to you guys right now. You ready? Oh, you win!
I win.
There's seriously a rock, paper, scissors game!
Is it part of 1-2 Switch?
It's part of one. They showed rock, paper, scissors, and I was like, what?
As far as like the games though, like...
And there's like, you can shoot each other.
Yeah. So like...
They look like fun party games, though.
The next day, I don't think I've ever had more fun. Just people like laughing at the treehouse people doing like the milk game and what else was it? The samurai game and
we all think it looks ridiculous, but that's going to make for fantastic party games.
Sure.
Yes, you look dumb and silly doing that stuff, but that's part of the charm, almost.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm going to look silly, but come on, you guys play too, and let's kind of do this.
The quick draw literally is like a minute of watching the screen, a half second of gameplay, another minute of watching the screen, but, you know, they have to have that. I would be more comfortable with 1-2 Draw if it was a packing game, not a $50 standalone game. But it is what it is.
Definitely. I'm really excited about even those littler games. I don't know if I'll get 1-2 Switch, but I'm interested in ARMS. I'll play it a little bit. It looks deeper than I expected.
Apparently, there is a mode where there's a no motion controls mode where you just play the game normal. So that's exciting.
Cool. And there's one game we haven't talked about yet, and this is a big one for me. The new Mario is revitalizing the Mario franchise.
Yeah.
Mario has been basically the same. They had a cat suit in the last game or whatever. I didn't really care.
Since Galaxy 2, we haven't had a true Mario.
It's been samey, and this is the first time they're like, we're trying something vastly different. Here you go. I'm in. That is a pre-order game for me. I will be getting that day one.
No, the game looks great.
Mario's day one for sure. I like the hat mechanic, how you're utilizing your hat more.
Yeah. Well, we just saw more gameplay because it was a stream. It was like a minute, but it was like him running around the street. The jumps look great. The fact that Mario looks weighty looks great. Like that momentum from like Mario 64. And then he's throwing his hat, and then he can also throw his hat and then jump on his hat and use it as an extra. That game looks fantastic.
It's all about the diversity of the settings for that game. I think, by the way, in the New York level, I think you hit the lights. I think those are your question mark blocks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
I saw him climb up a pole, and he actually climbed up and then went sideways. It was really cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued. I'm super happy that they're trying something different for Mario. You're still gonna get classic Mario stuff. It looks like.
Yeah.
But they're
some of the levels look like the desert level. Really, just like it was like Mario.
Yeah.
You know, this game has a lot to do with hats. You know, Bowser's wearing a hat. Mario's got the hat with eyes. Like, his little spaceship that takes him places is a giant hat.
Definitely.
No, Mario looks great.
A lot of people are fixated on the battery life. 2.5 to 6 hours, I believe, is what they said.
Yeah.
Or was it 3.5?
It was like 2.5 to 6 or 7 hours, depending on the game.
Yeah.
Which means if you're playing Mario, Zelda, it's gonna be like 2.5, 3 hours. If you're playing like Snipper Clips, it's probably gonna be
longer,
pushing more like for that 4 or 5 hour range.
So here's the thing for me. Once they said you can plug it in and play on the go, I'm like, perfect.
Yeah.
You know, because I can just set it up on the plane when I'm on the plane, have it plugged in.
And if there's a power port there, or your flight is short enough to sustain the battery.
And most flights have USB ports where you can charge now, or even power adapters for really long flights. So I'm going to be playing Zelda on any travel that I have.
Yeah, our friend Andrew Goldfarb put out a tweet that was interesting to me. So basically the Switch is there's no more DS. You know what I mean? Like 3DS, there's no... I'm not saying that it won't be supported anymore, but for the most part, this is it. This is taking over their console and their handheld. And he threw out there that he is going to buy the Switch and pretty much has no intentions of ever plugging it into a TV. Like, this is his handheld device.
Play it on the go.
And to play it on the go, but he said even if he's at home, he'll just play handheld mode. That he literally has no intentions of hooking up to a TV. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, that's how I'm going to use it. Of course, I'll use it at home. I'm going to be streaming twitch.tv/the Destin channel. Anyway, so I'll be streaming games with it, so I'll be playing it that way.
You definitely picture having your Switch with you a lot.
Oh, I'm going to have it all the time. Like,
well, we've already seen the accessories of like the carrying case and stuff like that. I'm waiting for it, and it'll make it weightier, but like if you're on a plane, who cares? I'm waiting for the external battery packs.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Stuff that'll plug into the charger and
whoever.
stuff.
Yeah.
That it's like 10 hours in a game.
Yeah.
You know, it'll make it bulky as hell, but if you're sitting on a plane, that's okay. You know?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Add a little bit more weight, but you get more game time.
Well, and so our New York guys came back today, and so we're asking our friend Brian, like, what is it like? And so the Switch comes with a few different modes on how to play it. You can play it with the Joy-Cons attached to the screen, or you can play it with the little gray thing, just to make it a normal controller.
Oh, yeah.
The thing you see on all the thumbnails and stuff like that. He said that mode was a little... He said he didn't like it.
Which one? The controller?
The controller. Just using it with where it's just the gray in the middle.
Yeah.
He said it made it where your hands were too close and then had to arc. He said with the screen, you're farther apart.
So he liked them like this.
He said he likes them on the screen, or he said he likes it separated.
Oh, but that's good news.
Like
I just worry about the D-pad, because with D-pad games, like fighting games where you have to be precise, you're going to need that stability of the...
Right. Well, I mean, the thing is like, you're probably going to get a Pro Controller day one. Yeah. I know I am. I am playing Zelda probably with the Pro Controller. Yeah. Because I'm so excited that they're going to have just a normal controller for us to be able to play with.
I was actually digging through my parts over there, and I realized that, I have all these controllers now for my Wii U that I never really used, and now I have to buy another one. I was kind of bummed about that. Yeah. I wish that one would work forward, because it's the exact same layout. And that controller is really good. It's
the layout's a little different. The layout on the new one is the same layout of Xbox 360 controller. Okay. With the Pro controller, it was this really dumb layout where the right stick was up on the top, and you had to go down for the buttons.
Not really. I mean, it's basically... I could go get it right now. I'll go get it. So, Mark, what platform are you going to play Zelda
up, everybody?
on?
How's it going, everybody? Where's Destin? He's gone. I'm alone. I have no one.
I see what you mean by it being up.
Yeah, so it's like it's a very unnatural way. Like you've always like with PlayStation or Xbox One, the right stick has always been on the bottom, and then you go up to the buttons. So that one, you do the opposite. It's very, you're doing this, and then you have to go down to it. So the Switch Pro controller moves this to here and moves these up here, like the controller should be.
Now it's more like an Xbox.
More like an Xbox, more like it looks exactly like an Xbox One controller.
All right, well.
Which is a great controller.
This is garbage now. I did not mean to throw it into the metal chair. Now I'm worried about it. Anyway.
So Zelda.
Yeah. What are you going to play on Wii U, or are you going to get a Switch for it, basically?
So here's the thing. I borrowed a Wii U from work, never plugged it in. The thing is I would predict that we'll only get copies of the game. Like let's say I didn't want to buy it, right? And we were going to get it from work, Like we'll probably only get Switch copies. So that means I would have to go out and buy a Wii U copy. Mm-hmm. I just don't see myself doing that.
Yeah.
I see myself saying, screw it, and buying a Switch, and then buying the Switch card. I feel like it'd be... Because it's like, I don't know, something about...
If you're going to be traveling with work and stuff, you're going to want it on the go.
There's something about, buying a game for what is essentially... the Wii U's dead. Zelda's the last first-party game you're getting on Wii U. Probably. There hasn't been a first-party game since Star Fox. And you're getting Zelda...
I don't know if that's accurate.
I mean, I'm saying, speculative. I doubt there's going to be any more first-party games for Wii U.
I get what
the console's pretty much dead. So, yeah.
They're moving on to the Switch.
I think it's very...
And they should. In my opinion, they should. They haven't had a ton of success with the Wii U. It's been okay. But, I mean, really, move on to the Switch. This is a great platform. People are excited. Nintendo fans are excited. Non-Nintendo fans... Well, I'm a Nintendo fan.
Yeah.
But I would say, I wasn't a big fan of the Wii U, but I'm in on the Switch. Unfortunately, I didn't play my Wii U that much. I did play like Mario Maker recently. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, no, the game's great.
But
the Wii U has great
fun.
games. And if they want the Switch to win, one of our coworkers had the idea that it should totally just be like backwards compatible, digitally buy Wii U games. And I'm like,
yeah.
I like that because then there's so many Wii U games that I didn't play that I'd be able to play now. I don't like that because I'm tired of Nintendo just like banking on nostalgia. I want them to make games for the Switch, new games. Like, I'm not super thrilled that Mario Kart's coming out for it.
Oh God, I forgot about Mario.
Like,
that's another one.
I'm super excited because like now I'll own a console while owning Mario Kart. Like, that's great.
Yeah.
But it's like, where's Mario Kart 9? You know what I mean? Like, that's what they need to be focusing on is getting us Mario Kart 9. We got a new Mario, we got a new Zelda. We need
this
new
Mario
games.
Kart is just...
It's the Wii U version.
Oh, okay.
On the Switch.
Got it.
And that's like, that's great. But it's like
transfer?
Probably not.
Yeah. That would be a good feature, actually, because all those people put in all that time to unlock
Speaking
everything.
of networks, they need to get their network sorted out, too. No more friend codes. I need to sign up with my email. I need to be able to look for your email.
912478949321.
Well, and the thing is you buy all these games on your Wii U. If that thing dies, that's it. Your games are gone. Mm-hmm. Like, they're you can't sign into another Wii U.
Yeah.
Same with 3DS. It's ridiculous.
You can, but it's super weird.
It's ridiculous. They need on my PlayStation. I can smash my PlayStation with a hammer. I still own every single one of those games.
Yeah, in the cloud, and it remembers who you are and everything like that.
And your saves.
But
they need to figure all that out.
Now, I don't know about your saves, but there is a way that you can move your network ID to a different platform. Now, I don't know if you can smash your Wii U.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the 3DS, when the new 3DS came out, it was like, do something weird with the SD card, or plug in the two 3DS, or like do the wireless transfer. Yeah. By the way, it takes 3.5 hours. Yeah. Like, no, like, you give me a brand new PlayStation. I can go on your PlayStation right now, sign in, download any game I have.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do.
Same thing with Xbox too.
They need to figure that out.
I hope that's fixed. I just don't want to say anything that's incorrect. And yeah, because I'm not positive about the Wii U. Like, if your Wii U breaks, you're just locked out of your games. Because there is some Nintendo Network stuff that's super confusing and convoluted. Sure. That might still be able to save.
What I'm saying is they need to make it easy.
They definitely do.
And if that means they have to charge for it, honestly, I don't care.
Yeah,
I'll pay.
They have mentioned that they're starting with a free service, and then they'll charge a monthly service similar to Xbox and PlayStation, which is great. Just make your network infrastructure better.
Make it worth it.
Yeah. All right, so Mark, the final topic, Gabe Newell, Valve is making a single-player game. This is how you described it to me. Yep. They're making a single-player game in the Half-Life Portal universe that's not Half-Life 3.
Yeah. Okay. So basically he did a Reddit Ask Me Anything, and Gabe Newell is the king of being asked questions and answering them. But not really, you know? And so basically somebody asked, like, are we going to get another single-player Valve game? Because we haven't gotten one in a long time. Even Dota 2 is 3 years old now. And so no Valve games. And he said, yes, there is a single-player game in development. It is not Half-Life 3. He even made a joke saying, because there's a joke that Valve doesn't know how to count to 3. Portal 1, Portal 2. Then it's like, even with Half-Life 1, Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2, Episode 1, Episode 2. Like, they just don't know how to count to 3. Yeah. I wonder what that means, because like you have Half-Life, which is just like the single-player first-person shooter, gravity gun, weird stuff, and then you have Portal. It's a completely different game, so it's like I wonder what this third pillar of the Half-Life universe could be.
Yeah. His answer to the question was a simple yes. Or wait, so here Seth G. Macy says, Gabe Newell, Valve co-founder and legendary figure in the world of PC gaming. Mom's calling. PC Gaming did another Reddit AMA today, during which he said Valve is currently working on at least one single-player game. His answer to the question was a simple yes. That game isn't Half-Life 3 because, in the same breath, he joked, the number 3 must not be said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he did say in the AMA that Portal 2 is his favorite game. Like, he thinks Portal 2 is Valve's best game, and I would agree with him.
Yeah, it's one of your favorites, right?
That's my favorite game of all time, Portal 2. What a game.
A heartbreaking report from earlier the month said Half-Life 3 is unlikely to ever be released. When asked about it in the AME, Newell sarcastically said he believes all unidentified anonymous sources on the internet. Oh, he said, well, I believe all unidentified, unverified sources on the internet are true. So he's making a joke.
Yeah, I don't know if I care anymore. Like, to be honest with you, like, I don't know if Half-Life 3 is a game that we'll ever see, and I don't know if it's a game we'll ever care to see. I'd like that I'll ever care to see. I'd rather have Portal 3, to be honest. I don't think we're gonna get that either.
Definitely. I mean, I'm sort of excited, but I don't know. Like, I think the time's passed for a lot of their games. It's like, okay, like...
Half-Life 2 launched
really cool.
in 2005. Like, it's really hard to be like, and I'm still waiting for it. It's been 12 years.
Yeah.
I've moved past the Half-Life series. Like, I don't... They were great. But it is what it is,
Yeah.
I don't really think about it too much anymore.
Totally agree. Let's see. Let's go to IGN.com/articles/news. Valcio, Stokes, and Ember of Half-Life Hope. That's the one you're talking about. There might be an Attack on Titan movie.
Yay!
Yay. Yeah, I think that's it. It's actually kind of...
It's a little dry.
Oh, this one's for me, Mark.
What you got?
The Mass Effect news of the week. So, in Mass Effect Andromeda, it's going to feature weapon naming and crafting. So, Ian S. Fraser said, pro tip, in Mass Effect Andromeda, you can craft your own Krogan-style hammer and name it Grabthar's Hammer. That one's free, folks. Hashtag space. So, yes, there is going to be crafting in Mass Effect Andromeda. And that has been my Mass Effect Andromeda update
Thank God.
for the week.
Oh, man. I am so excited for Mass Effect Andromeda. Can barely hold down my excitement.
I am.
I know you are. There's so many games coming out in March. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I think that's it, Mark. That's all we really have.
Okay. Bye.
Week. Yeah, bye, everybody. So this has been the game show where we talk about games and sometimes other stuff.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us. If you like the show, leave a comment below. Tell your friends about it. And I hope to see you for the next episode.
Well, we're just looking at each other.
I don't know how to outro shows, ever. If you have a good idea for an outro, leave a comment below. Like, subscribe. All right.
Here's how you do it. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.